Good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon. It is gloomy here and it is sprinkling, and I swear, I tell people all the time, I get my energy from the sun. When it is like this, I just have a hard time getting started and going with my day. So I am going to make a Christmas card. And do you remember this My Special Papers box? And it was all Crafter's Companion holiday paper. And it's got some beautiful paper in here. And I've got holiday paper like you wouldn't believe. Now, what I have to find, so my sister and I, years ago, when they first came out with that paper that had the nostalgic Santas in them, we both fell in love with them. And I made, that's one of the sheets right there. I made my sister some ornaments with them. And she loves them, but I do want to use, I think I'm going to use this one for her probably. I want to make her a card, but I want the Santa on the card. And so I think this one is probably for this year. I think she's going to get this one. I have to find a way to make it work on a card, though. That's where my concern is. There's also this one. I don't know why I felt like there was more. So there's two of those also. And I think I did at one point. And then there's this one. There's also this one. But there's a lot of nice paper in here. I mean, just tons and tons and tons and tons. It took forever to go through and look. I mean, we've got this and just all kinds of pretty Christmas papers. And it's actually even kind of hard to get my finger in here to just go through real quick and show you some of the stuff that's in here. There's just whatever kind of Christmas paper you're looking for. You might find something in here. Like, that's really awesome too. So here's another one with the angels and the manger scene. And, you know, I mean, I've got to do something with this one too. Maybe the next video, but I do want to do something with, look at that. Look at. Can't we piece this together somehow to make a card? I would think there's got to be some way. I'm going to leave these out. I'm going to put these back. I'm going to leave that one on the top because I'm thinking I want to use that. And I don't know if how simple or how involved. I didn't have this planned out, so it just is what it's going to be. Here, I'll tell you what. So there's this Santa, this Santa, this Santa. And we love these Santas. Now I got these frames. I might be able to, he will fit in the frame. And if you can see that, he'll fit in the frame. This one will fit in the frame. But I would really like to use this one. I just don't feel like I'm getting enough of him in there. for this. Not with this frame. It would have to be a different frame. Or just cut it myself. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe. I just cut it myself. So to do that, I'm going to try to get in as close as I can, because there's no reason I couldn't still use this other paper. And what I might do, let me see. Let's bring him this way so then you can see what I'm cutting, where I'm cutting and how I'm cutting. And okay, so very carefully I'm gonna take right here, because I don't want to lose this night before Christmas in case I can use it somewhere else. Okay. Now I can come back and figure out where I want this cut. So I think I can go in more. I can come in even more. Yeah, might as well. Oh, I went ahead and cut that off anyways. Well, I wasn't thinking. See, I cut that off there so I could save that, and I ended up cutting it off. Well, sometimes we do these things. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up, trim it there, make that a straight line. Now this paper is thin. It's just, and it's not thin, super thin, but it's just regular paper. It's not any kind of board or anything. I wanna go probably to about, let's do the 3.5. Oh, I think I come in even more than that. There we go. I just don't want to cut him because I know she's not going to want him cut. So I'm trying to keep it together. For some reason that does not look straight. Let me see, because that could just be the way I'm seeing it. It is a little bit off right there, just a little bit. There. Let's see. Okay. What about top to bottom? Let me put him away. I can't tell. So I'm gonna bring this over here. Okay, that looks pretty straight. So I'm gonna do, it's gonna have to be a 5x7 card. So let me go ahead and get the paper and make the card blank for that. So we needed it 7. By 10. And I need to score at 5. So I'm going to bring it to a 5. Okay. Scored at 5. And I'm going to, even though I got a score line, I'm going to try making it even better by matching up my corners and coming down. Let's hope that did better. I don't know if it helped or not. Might have made it worse. Matching up my corners and coming down. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So he's going to go top to bottom. But you know, we don't have to mat in the middle every time. So I might just put him on the side, but I do need some paper. I want to mat him. And honestly, you can do this with everything. Any kind of paper, image, you know, you don't have to always put it, you just don't have to always put it in the center, right? It can be off center. And I'm kind of thinking I want to go green, hoping to bring out the other colors. And I'm looking, I think I kind of like this green here for it. Maybe not. Maybe that's not going to work. Maybe not. No. Okay. I want him to stand out. I do want him to stand out. So I need to pick a different color. So I could do the blue. If I have a blue, that's going to match that. I've got this, I know it's kind of a purpley. It's not like a blue. Let's see. This is a navy kind of black. It's so dark it looks black. Let's see what it looks like. So if I have him on here, I think this is going to work. Yes. Okay. So he is 3 3/4 by 6.5. So I'm gonna go 4 by 7 3/4, I believe. 4 by 7 3/4. Let's look and see what we think. If I could do that. Uh-oh, that's way too tall. The 4 was right. 6 3/4. What was I thinking? Of course, 7 3/4 is too long. The card is only 7. So 3 3/4 or 6 3/4. I thought that looked funny. I thought, that's really long. And it is long, but not that long. Okay, so he can go on here. So there wouldn't be a lot of overlap. So I have to figure out which part of this I want to keep. Do I want to keep this part? See where I cut it? It will work. Okay, let me cut this 5 by 7 and see. I'm going to go a little bit shorter than the 5. And just a little bit shorter than the 7. Oh, what if I want that rose in there? Okay, I'm gonna bring it up some. I'm picking what I want. Now I'll go to the 7 and cut some off the top. But see, I could have even gone down lower, but this works. So if I do this, and that in itself would be a really pretty card, right? But let's just put him on here also. Like that. Nope. Oh, I should have just cut more here off of this side and gone farther that way. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not real sure. I'm crazy about this. What if I added that, and then this, and then him? I do think I like that better. So, I am going to trim a little bit off of that. I'm going to go, let's see, how close is this to the 7? It should be right there. 8, 7. Or I could just go 5. Okay, I'm just going to go under the 5. Just under the 5. And just under the 7. Sometimes we don't have fancy dies and stuff, you know. Sometimes we have paper. And so this, and then this, right? And then this. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna trim the tiniest bit off. And I'm gonna take the side that I wasn't the craziest about. I just want it to be a small little bit. Just a small okay, just like that on the card, and then him. I mean, I really kind of want that to be its own card now because it's so cute, but that's not what I'm doing. Okay. Just like that. I don't know, it seems such a shame to cover this here. But I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's get these pieces moved here. And glued on. Everything glued together. My tweets. These two birds get to talking to each other, and oh my goodness, sometimes you think it's only tweets in there, but then it's both of them actually. The other one kind of sounded more like him. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do. They are the same kind of bird, so that could just be the way it is, but I think Tweet sounds different than Baby did. So we went to the pet store yesterday and they had a little one. It looked really little. Same kind of bird, but very small. And I wondered if there was something wrong with it. And you just want to take them home. Seeing them in that little cage at the pet store. But he looked like he might have been a real live wire because he was very energetic. Which was another reason it made it look even worse, I think, that he was in that little big cage. I don't really have nothing to sit on here to put some weight and hold it down, so maybe I'll just do those plates. And I'll glue this one on now. I did bring a snowflake die just in case with me, but I'm not going to use it, so I can make this border smaller if I wanted to. Let's see if that's any straighter. Put that one underneath it now. And this can go on here. It looks a little rippled, but that's kind of okay looking with this paper, so you can see how it rippled it really. I don't see that a whole lot with the Nuvo or the Crafter's Companions tacky glue. Okay. The good thing about this glue is you have more time to kind of move it and get it into place, though, which is very helpful. Okay. So now he'll go on here. Now my question is, I was going to get a tag and put a tag with the Merry Christmas, but I'm not thinking that's a good idea now, not with this. I'm not putting a tag on here. So let me look, because honestly, I still have a lot of the Anna Griffin stuff out. And this one's sitting right here. So let's see. what we have in here. Um, obviously, we're not going to use white feathers. But maybe there's something here, and that should really look good with it. As classic as it is, it should be pretty good. I know I should probably save my Anna Griffin stuff for my Anna Griffin stuff, but like that. In the corner. I'm trying to decide if I want to put stuff underneath. Coming out. Or just put stuff on top, and I think I like the flourish with it. Here's a poinsettia. That looks even better, doesn't it? And just dresses it up just a little bit in the present. How about a present down here and the poinsettia up here? And then I can put Christmas wishes or season's greetings or something kind of along there. Yep, I think I like it that way. I'm not sure yet about the greeting, but that's something I can look at. In a minute. I'm trying to figure out where I want it. There. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, these should be stickers. And just put a little dab of glue just to make sure it stays on. A little bit of glue. Just because they're stickers, I just feel like I don't know which way it looks best. So, a Christmas sentiment. I thought I had some. I have. Where's the rest of this? Well, I thought I had. If I take this is just to give me an idea. And just put a greeting, a thin one. No. I'm gonna try it. Don't think I want the white though, do I? I want an off-white, I think. Kind of a cream color. That's better. And I don't want to use the big old plates for this. And then I'll use this folder and let's see if it still will work. It is really. Oh, I got this turned backwards. Okay, let me spin it around. Well, how about that? It's still gonna work. Whoa. That is going to work, I think. Just this die is from the Spellbinders stitch and frames that was in this month's kit. And I honestly think I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So I'm just gonna cut right on that perforation. And I can put the greeting on there. And then, wait, I still have some of the paper to put in if I want to tie the middle in. The inside, just put that along the side. And I could do that. think I like that. Or there's the roses, but nope, they're not big enough. So I'm going to do this. That flourish is just peekable. On the edge of the card. So I think this will tie it all in together. What I really should have done was set something on there to get that straightened. But I think I'm just going to put this in there like this. And sentiment here. And it's tied in. I'm going to do that. I don't usually do a lot of this, but whoa. I think it works. There we go. And I think that'll make her happy. And it'll match the ornaments I made her from the other paper pad. So there we go. And I can put that sideways. No, I'm not going to put that sideways. I'm just going to have to make it very small. I might actually have to write it myself, so. All right, everybody, if you liked my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.